Previously, we covered Nova and how this newest super weapon hero, together with Ethan, is shaping up to keep ranged strong in garrisons for the next few months. Now, it's Charon's turn, the Bullet of Death, the newest field hero hitting Lucky Roulette on the 10th of March. And I'll say it up front, his rage skill is top tier. If you are a ranged main, this is the kind of hero that you do not skip. Hello everyone, I'm BM, and today we are breaking down Charon's kit, how to play him, and his best hero pairings. Let's dive in. Let's start with the core of his kit, the Rage skill. It hits your main target for 15,000 damage and splashes another 5,000 each to two nearby targets. The scary part is the debuff. It reduces 40% HP from everyone that it hits for 3 seconds. That is absurd for trading. It gets even nastier when stacked with debuffs from other squads, with the likes of Sophie, Julian, or Claude. There's an additional effect when he is in the aiming state, which we will discuss later. Now for the passives. Skill number 4 gives 30% HP and additional 20% defense when flanked in the field. And honestly, if you're getting flanked, that is when you need survivability. So this condition is not limiting at all. For his third skill, it's simple field value, plus 20% movement speed and 30% attack. Nothing flashy, but very useful. Now, for the part that makes Charon unique. Aiming state. When you enter battle, you get aiming state for 30 seconds for free. After that expires, and only when in the field, he will re-enter aiming state for 10 seconds after using the rage skill. Since the aiming state must first expire before being able to re-enter it, there's always a small downtime before you get your 10-second window again. While in the aiming state, you get plus 20% rage damage, minus 20% counter damage taken, and plus 10% rage recovery speed. Do not sleep on that last one. Even with no other rage sources beyond talents, it's roughly plus 13 rage per second, just a hair below a fully transcendent Cedric, and it only gets better the more rage sources you add to your squad. Charon rewards players who know how to kite smart. The goal is simple. Enter when you have good positioning and then reposition before you get punished. That opening 30 seconds is huge. You will be able to squeeze in 4 to 5 rage skill casts during that window. And one important reminder, aiming state is a tool and not a leash. Those 3 bonuses together make it worth playing around. But when the 30 seconds ends, you do not need to disengage. If you still have the favorable position, it's perfectly fine to stay and keep trading. Now, for rallies. Charon can be very valuable here too, especially in double or triple rallies. That minus 40% HP debuff can make tough garrisons feel a lot more breakable. You won't refresh aiming state in rallies the same way that you do in the field, but with the rage skill this strong, that drawback is honestly manageable. Charon naturally wants to lead because he brings a high impact debuff, so your best partners are the one that can either take advantage of that debuff window with heavy AoE damage or extra rage gain so you can cycle faster. Cedric is the cleanest match. They synergize well on both departments, and in rallies, they can be disgusting. There's one minor issue though. Cedric is not fast, so it can be harder to fully abuse Charon's in and out style in field fights. Ethan and Lewis also make sense. Ethan packs a heavy AoE punch that would love that HP debuff. Lewis' AoE is on the milder side, but he also brings the best rage regeneration of the game, which aiming state will further improve. And if you like hunting or roaming, Charon can enable annoying speedy lineups with the likes of Julia, Lynn, or Jack Bronte. Note-to-note play, quick trades, and abuse aiming windows, especially if your armament lets you keep pace against enemy riders. So that's it for this breakdown. If this helped, subscribe and share it with your friends and allies, especially your ranged mains. Again, this is PM and see you on the next one. Bye!